Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm gonna show you a little of what I do every day, and today's just gonna be another day of trucking for me. I'm coming from Phoenix and doing like around 400, 300, 400 mile trip to Sacramento, California. So this shipment that I'm hauling over to Sacramento is coming from Mexico. I just picked it up in Phoenix. Swift does have a, I'd say Mexico-based company called Transmex. I think it's Transmex. Let me see. Transmex, yeah. This was coming from Transmex and looks to be just packaging material. Usually how the system works is that every week that you're out on the road, you get a day off at home time. So I've been out for at least like a month and a half, 2 months, enough for me to get a full week. I like to have it like that because I'm not really a fan of just going out a week and then coming back. Might as well just stay out for a few months. So now that I'm back, I'm probably gonna stay out till December and then come back in December. Yeah, I'll come back for like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah, so our trucks are governed at 65 miles per hour, and as you can see, this guy's kind of getting a little mad, a little impatient. So he's gonna come and get in front of me. Usually, what I would usually do if he wants to merge in front of me, I give him the little high beams, tell him that it's all good. You can go ahead, you're clear. Usually, some truckers do that, some truckers don't. It doesn't really matter, but it's kind of like a common courtesy that I would do. Yeah, Arizona is a really, really hot state. You don't want to really live here. It's not that fun at all. There's constantly been sweating up to this point. I've been having the AC on blast and everything, but yeah, it's not as bad as Texas where it's humid, but it's really, really hot here. But Phoenix is known for wrong way drivers, so I do really pay attention to what's coming in the road. I really try not to drive at night on the I-10 because there have been incidents of wrong way drivers on the I-10 for like the past year and a half. There's been lots of them. So yeah, you kind of want to drive in the day whenever you're on the I-10. Here I'm getting close to the border now. I think I'm gonna cross a way station right now. This way station is usually, sometimes it's open, sometimes it's not. At this point it was open, but I did get the bypass. Yeah, at this point I was like 3 hours into my shift and I got a little bit tired, so I took a little 10-minute break. I drink my Huel. And started driving again for another 2 hours until I had to take another break, or my 30-minute break. Food is a big problem in the trucking industry. You really don't know. You're either one of those people that cooks your own food, or you just buy whatever you see at the Loves. What I usually do in my 30-minute break now is that since I drink my Huel, I'm not that hungry, and I just wait until I finish my whole 10-hour drive or my 11-hour drive to find something to eat. For now, I just either grab a snack or I go to the restroom or whatever, just chill for the next 10-15 minutes. And then I just keep on driving. Don't really need to take a nap or anything, so I'm just gonna head my way out and on for another 7 hours. . truckers really do not like California, and I never understood why when I started trucking. Since I live close to California, you know, I would travel a lot, but I wouldn't really mind the traffic until I started becoming a trucker. And especially if you're in a manual, you're just not having fun. Or just shifting gears every couple seconds, man. And it's not even the traffic, it's when every time you're in the freeway, there's every other second there's always people merging in, and they don't understand how the law works. They just try to cut you off, or they think that you're gonna let them in, and it's really, that's not the case. So every time you gotta deal with really dumb people on the streets of California. So after a couple of minutes, or it was like half an hour, it looks like, traffic did ease out. I think that was the easiest part, or the hardest part of being in California for that time. Luckily, I was in California at like the time where it's around lunch for a lot of people, so there was not a lot of traffic coming in and out. Luckily, I got the lucky chance of going through at that time. So now you can see that I am going up on the canyons coming out of LA and getting into Sacramento, and this is the very, very hard part, especially if you're hauling like an 80,000 pound load. Luckily, most of the Swift's new trucks are all automatic, so I don't really have to deal with, you know, gearing or selecting which gear to go and stuff like that. It's gonna be steady, maybe 30 to 40 miles per hour going up on that hill since I'm really heavy. You just want to stay on the right lane as much as possible, especially if you're heavy. You know, don't try to be on the lane next to it on the left, because there's a lot of people that are empty. They're just gonna go zoom right through you. Usually you see some trucks just speeding right through you. It's probably because they're empty or something, or they're professionals or whatever. But yeah, you just don't want to catch up with them. You'll eventually get down sooner or later. While almost going down, there was this guy that was going at least like 10 miles per hour, so I had to pass him by. He was just going way too slow. I had to pass him by. Me and this Walmart truck was just not that we were impatient, it was just about safety. That's why we had to pass him by. At this point, I just called it a day and found the nearest truck stop nearby. I did I think I completed like 400 miles here, 11 hours of driving. I couldn't do anymore. Legally I couldn't do anymore, so I was just gonna call it a day. I really like this truck stop actually. This place is hardly ever full. There's always parking spots here. Food, there's a Black Bear Diner here, which is really good. They have like 4 chains of restaurants in this TA. So yeah, if you ever stop at California, make sure to stop here. This place is nice. But yeah, I'll start posting more videos soon.